Hi, Danny. Oops. I apologize for the echo there. I didn't have my phone turned down. And I won't let go. Alright, let's get this series in Chicago started. It's gonna be a rainy game one. You know what? Let's give him a shot. He hasn't played yet this season. I don't want to do this. Do I want to put him back in as a DH or... Yeah, if worst comes to worst, I can put him back in later. Use him as a pinch hitter, if need be.
Live from Rate Field on the south side of Chicago, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Chicago White Sox. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Stand up, let's go.
And today's starting pitcher, Davis Martin. What do we need to know here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Chandler Simpson, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time.
Chandler being an amazing leadoff hitter for me again.
Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's Ketel Marte. He's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. In for a strike, 0-1. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in there. Here's the 0-1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Man at second.
That's a ball.
And a 1-2. In the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
Shouldn't have any problem getting a run here.
One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Cedric Mullins.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Lau at the plate.
Ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. The 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
One away with a runner at third. Here in game one of this 3-game set. Line drive.
Yeah, I'll get him home easily.
Hit, run scores.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
Yandy Diaz now.
Ball, that's high.
Diaz launched a homer in his most recent game. Man at first, one away. Just missed.
Hey.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Makes the catch for the second out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Now it's the veteran outfielder.
Solid contact just right at a guy. Get a hit every time.
Lau, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is Junior Caminero.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That one way inside. First and second, 2 down. Caminero went deep in his most recent game.
Ball, that's in.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Two on, 2 outs. Swing.
I got popped up. Oh, well, 1 run's better than nothing.
And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We go to the bottom of the first, and towing the slab here, Drew Rasmussen. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Here comes the 0-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 1 away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Austin Hayes.
Just really solid numbers. He's coming off of a month where he hit over 350. So when you talk about solid at-bats, taking the walks, driving in some runs, he's doing it all right now.
And here's the catcher, Kyle Teal. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Nope, that's a ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one hammered.
No extra bases.
Bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. Late with the swing there. One out, the runner at second as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Short left lead.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. That's a strike. 0-1.
But I would rather have a fight than a easy game sometimes.
Ripped on a line to center. That's out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
Ball, that's low.
Tied up here in the early going. looking. That's a strikeout.
Tied up at 1 after 1 inning, so 1's a wild.
They pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one is cut on and missed, looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
The 0-2. And that's outside. On a bounce right side, Mydroth throws to first in time.
Batting 8th, second baseman Gavin Lux.
Hey, Yoko.
And now it's Gavin Lux.
All 1.
Mm-hmm. Soggy.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Yeah, lucky to get a piece there.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yep.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
This would have been Tuesday's game.
And there's a ball. On a line. Baldwin takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Nick Fortes, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
You mean,
Catcher challenge, we'll take another look.
like how they're
And that just
their struggles in their real season, or because like on here they're doing pretty good. So
ball 1 there.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes.
yeah,
That's what you think of.
well, again,
Pitches
I think they're
strike,
leading the division.
sometimes
So
pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Two down, nobody on.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
there you go.
Base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Chandler Simpson scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. There's a strike.
He hadn't let him not playing yet in the season affect him on the offensive side of things. So.
Yo, 1. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Coming off a stellar performance at the dish last game. Looking for his first hit in this one. Still early, though, Boog.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Pulled the string there.
Good job to fight that one off. Stays alive. Down and in, moved his feet. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line and a base hit into right. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Lau getting ready to hit. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him.
Yeah, it was definitely a solid smash there.
That one fouled off. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Awesome.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Swing and a high
That one I think might be gone.
Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes
Oh.
the match up against the wall. But the RBI
Damn.
single pushes
Rain
across
slowed
the
that
run.
down just
And
enough.
This is now a 2-1 ball game. Back at right field, bottom of the second. Brooks Baldwin steps to the
Never
plate
heard
for
of
the White Sox.
never heard of that. I mean, I've heard of Rodeo Drive, but I've never heard of the game call by that name.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Made him jump there.
In the air, right field. Fraley should have this one. And there are 2 down.
Batting 8th, first baseman, Miguel.
So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas.
Ball 1.
Vargas in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. The 1-1. Foul ball. And it's even up.
That one slipped out of my hand.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two now. Rolled over to third. Caminero. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Shy Sox held in check here. They're down 2-1.
Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can...
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Yeah, that was a monster series against the Yankees I had on the offense, especially that last game.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
Hey!
Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though.
That caught him square, too.
Get the out. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
Cedric Mullins will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
Getting hazier
next
by
to him for the
the
Rays.
pitch here.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Yeah.
In the air to left center. And that's the third out. Nothing doing here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1. This is Rays baseball on the Show, Florida. Back here on the south side as we go to the last of the third. Everson Pereira steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the White Sox.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Mydra. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Ball.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Inside, ball 2. Pereira aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's in for a strike. And the count's even at 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Yeah, that one was up and away for sure.
3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Now a pop up on the infield. Marte drifts towards it. Takes it in for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
1 out man at first. Kyle Teal now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
First time I think I've seen the White Sox mascot.
Runner takes off. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save. That's in there, and the count 1-1. One out, and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Sets him down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat.
Totally frozen there.
Situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in the play. Maybe something good will happen.
Okay, yeah,
It just
that makes
didn't
sense.
look like he understood the situation.
And up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Man at second. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No, he held up.
Yep. It is.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
What the hell?
So they can't do anything.
I thought that was gone.
Single there. 3 innings complete. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one's in there. And that is strike 1. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Tyler Gilbert getting ready to go. Number 62, the right-hander, also getting loose. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball right side. Fires to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Gavin Lux to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
Outside low, and that's ball one.
That's a ball.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 2-2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Nick Fortes next to hit for the
That
Rays.
was a tough pitch.
With a single and a run scored so far.
Aye.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Smoked on the ground a second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1.
Got through 4 innings there. Thought I was going to get him out sooner, but
Here on the south side, here's the White Sox DH, Andrew Benintendi. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
yeah, 53. Not particularly good.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Out to short, Marte. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the White Sox, center fielder,
Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
I'll go here in just a moment.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. That is the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. And they trail it here 2-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tyler Gilbert.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson digs in now. He's 2 for 2.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Aye.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
This one in the air, center field. Baldwin settles underneath it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, shortstop, Ketel Marte.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
And that skips in the dirt. Gilbert goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. Can't get to it. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now it's Brandon Lau. The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. On the ground, right side. Vargas to second. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
Yeah, he had no business rushing that throw there.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. And the runner holds. Man on second, 2 down. And that one fouled off. The 1-1.
Nope, outside.
Man at second. On the ground. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. The Rays strand just the 1, but they still lead it 2-1.
Yeah, I couldn't make him pay for the error there.
Back at right field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Battling here as he fouls it away.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman
Miguel Vargas will hit next. First time up, he grounded to third. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike
Yeah, I
zone.
could have challenged that one.
Yep, that ball went out. Yeah.
White Sox down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was out front. In the air, right field. 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder, Everson.
Now the left fielder, Everson Pereira. Singled and stole a base his first time. Foul ball there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again.
Got away with one there.
Here's a 1-2.
That's in. Ball 2.
Pereira started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up. Set down on strikes.
I
Make it easy for
think I'm going to let the bullpen take it from here.
Get the strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now it's going to be Cedric Mullins.
Center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Yeah, let's see if I can get through this one at bat here real quick, and then we'll take my ad break. Or station ID.
Off the plate,
Action
ball
in the
1.
pen down there. Mike Vassell, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Number 62, also throwing. The lefty, the 1-0. There's a high chopper. Vargas. He takes it on his own. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero.
I'm going to go ahead and take my break here. So I'll be back in a few minutes. We are back.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's down. Hey!
That one missed. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. My drop. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder.
Manager out of the
Jake
dugout,
Fraley.
and he's going to make a change. Tyler Gilbert departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Couldn't add on off of him, so maybe this
Pitcher for the
guy.
White Sox, number 62.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Rays retired in order. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1.
Who am I? You know the name. You know the name. Who am I? You know the name. You know the name.
Now pitching for
Back
Tampa
now
Bay,
for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brooks Raley.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity
I like
for
the
him to
colors
get
on his
some
glove
outs
there.
and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And
Back
leading
to the
off
top
for
of the
White
order.
Sox,
Stepping in,
second
the White Sox
baseman,
leadoff man, Chase Mydroff.
Mydroff.
Hit weakly on the ground. Loud steps on the bag. One away, bottom of the
Up
sixth.
next for the White Sox, catcher Kyle Teal.
Kyle Teal now at the plate. 1 for 2.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And there's a foul ball.
What has you liking it so much?
Team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Up next for the White Sox,
So digging
the
in,
shortstop,
Colson Montgomery.
Colson Montgomery.
Flyers in it.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pennsylvania battle right off the bat, huh?
Center field. Mullins gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter
Benintendi gets a chance to hit here.
Benintendi.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next for the White Sox,
Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hayes. And that's through there for a strike.
Yeah, look at that. Was an error. That wasn't an error.
Two on, 2 outs. Chop to the left side. Caminero there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. It's the Rays 2 and the White Sox 1. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Gavin Lux. Fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
Oh and 2 now.
Ball.
Inside, almost got him.
Straightened him up a little bit.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I got lucky there.
2-2 on the way. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss. Struck him
Wasn't
out.
ready for that, apparently.
For a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. That one close, ruled the ball.
Yeah, let's see, that was in the zone.
Challenge from behind the dish here, and it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now.
Nope, outside.
Stays alive.
That's fair.
The 1-2. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, looked like a pretty
Yeah,
routine
their
play.
second error.
Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ball 1 low.
Damn.
Base knock right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte.
This dude is on quite a run right now, Boog. So much swagger at the plate and a nightmare for opposing pitchers. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out.
No, it kept going up and up and up.
For his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Left field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first baseman Brandon Lau.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 62 won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Mike Vassell.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau.
Glad to have you here and that you're enjoying it.
And that's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 on, 2 outs.
That's a ball.
One, 2 now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes the runner. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through.
No, I know. Looked like it hit off the back of the mound.
Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball, that's out.
And the 1-0. Lined into right. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In comes the run from third to add on.
Getting some insurance now. There we go.
They take a 3-run lead.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. The Rays trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Well, didn't want to challenge that one, I guess.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Chopper right side, and it goes just foul. Lau, the runner at third. Diaz on at first with 2 now.
Wow, how you make contact with that is beyond me.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Rays 4 and the White Sox 1. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Back here on the south side, set for the last half of the 7th. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
So the
got that one.
That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 0-2. Into center. Lux trying to get there, but not going to catch up to this one. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now at the plate, Lenny and Sosa.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Simpson has a beat on it, and there's one down.
Up next for the White Sox.
1 out man at first, and now the first baseman, Miguel Vargas. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. Over to first, safe.
Yeah, I probably could have stepped on first, but
deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So up now for Chicago, Everson Pereira.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
This one in the air. Loud under it. And that will end the inning. The White Sox lead 1, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 63.
They know that he can get a
interesting first name.
He's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. So that is their last challenge.
That's it for them.
Ball 2. That's out.
Here's a 3-0. That clips a corner. Next offering is fouled back. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That was too close to take, but that may have been ball 4.
Payoff pitch. Three-two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it's into the gap. And a good start to the inning.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 3.
That battle done got something good to hit. So.
Yo one. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The 0-2. That one lifted to left. One down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Gavin Lux.
And now, Gavin Lux. Outside.
Hey!
Caminero over at first with 1 away. Popped up. Montgomery settles underneath it. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Nick Fortes.
And stepping in for the Rays, Nick Fortes. 1 for 3.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 2.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for Tampa, but they lead it 4-1.
Oh, I didn't warm up anybody. Oops.
Here on the south side, bottom of the 8th, Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Mydroff.
Well,
it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Here's the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
No, that's low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
This one popped up. Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Kyle Steele.
You know what I'm telling the no man's land.
Now here is Kyle Teal. The 0-1. Swings through the sweeper. Swings and misses. One gone here.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Next to hit, Colson Montgomery. Tap foul at the plate.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball.
The 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on
All right,
strikes.
one more.
Power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Benintendi to the plate.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Yep. Just gonna have to get through the next inning here, and should be win number 13.
0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Mydroff leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just misses. And it's 2-2. Out to short. Play made, that ends the inning. So one left for the White Sox, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back in right field, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
It's been more to right, though. Right and right center. You go ahead and sit him down and then get Griffin up and running.
Nope. That's ball 2.
Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And a man aboard. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ketel Marte.
Well, Boone, we hyped him up at the start of the show, and for good reason. Great last game, and pretty solid in this one, too.
Yeah, strong averages. 344.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Looks like the Seagulls are out and about.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Bases empty after the double play. Brandon Lowe next to hit for the Rays.
Ball, that counts.
Swing and a ball popped
No,
up.
nope, I'm not going to add on to anything here.
And that'll do it.
You're about to drop that one.
Rays held in check here as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, 3 more outs to get, and that'll be a series win. Or not series win, game win.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Griffin Jacks. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
And
Leading off, Austin Hayes. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. There's a swing and a drive.
Yeah, foul ball.
And that's a foul ball. The 1-1. Now here's a flare off the bat, and it stays fair. And the leadoff man aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game. And
now Brooks Baldwin.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
High fly ball out towards left field. And a foul ball. The Rays trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball, that's out.
The 2-1. And there's a strike. On the ground to third. Lux for 1. A double play. That might send some folks towards the exits. 2 gone.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the third baseman, Lenny Sosa. Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
I've hit into one, well, kind of ran myself into one, I think in last year's game. But I've never had one up for me on defense.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself, ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I just gave up that one first inning run, and that was it. He's a Chandler, man. He is some sort of good leadoff hitter. What's his average right now? 408 with 4 singles today. But yeah, so I've got a game and a half lead over the Red Sox, and looks like the Blue Jays have fallen off just a little bit. The Royals are leading the AL Central. Yep. A's are leading the AL West, which is surprising. Astros are struggling. Yeah. Phillies are 10-7, so they're not doing too bad. It's only half a game, plus it's early still, so these guys, on the other hand, I think they were doing pretty good there for a moment, and then it's like I've run into a wall. Then, of course, Dodgers leading this, but I'll tell you, I am being super stingy on with runs here. Blue Jays are too. But that's going to do it for me for this one. Next game will be Jackie Robinson Day, so we'll honor him in that one with wearing number 42. So thank you for hanging out, and I will see you again soon.